2022, I was creating lots of content on Instagram and I started YouTube channel. Most importantly, I was focused on creating products and helping students to land their dream job offers in different backgrounds. If I actually think about all the students I have helped, they come from various backgrounds and then they are based in different countries. Some of them they're in the US, some of them in the UK, Germany, Sweden, and Canada. I had this very important realization when I was coaching students and helping them to craft their CV cover letter and prepare for interviews. The important lesson I have learned, even though I had the personal achievement of getting 3 job offers, I have been, on the work visa in the UK for a long while. I know this is what a lot of students want to achieve in their life after they finish studies. But one thing I should have realized was that, I've tried so many things. I've sent out in total 200 plus applications in my life. I thought this whole process that I have figured out would actually be pretty useful for a lot of students. But as I was teaching them my personal learning as well as things that have worked for me and developing personalized way to help them, I also noticed that there's a lot of new things that I have also learned during this whole process. And I'm going to share with you 4 actual things that I have learned from my students that would actually help you as well. In 2023, the goal is to get you the job offer that you deserve. So let's get started. My name is Mingke. I am a career coach that helps international students to land their full-time job offer with work visa sponsorship. So if you haven't followed me, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. You will receive notification for my future videos. In this video, the first thing I'm going to share with you the importance of deep research. So this is not going to be a generic, do research about the company kind of advice. I helped my students to look into the company background, their founding round, if it's a tech startup that is pretty early stage. We also looked into their product lines as well as other candidates and their profiles. So this week we have a more comprehensive understanding of what exactly this company is looking for and how much leverage you need to apply when doing your interview and salary negotiation. And yes, this type of research is different from just looking at company social media or their website. This level of depth of research is something that you will need to have during your job application process, because once you have this understanding of exactly what they are looking for and exactly, how competitive this role would be, then this is going to help you build more confidence. In general, you will feel less stressed during this application process. The second proven tip that I learned from my student is that your rejections can be turned into opportunities. I had a student who is from France. He is looking for a role into engineering consultancy kind of work. He essentially has applied to lots of companies. Most of them are rejection as expected, because applying to consultancy is in general a very competitive role, especially if you need to have work visa sponsorship. What happened as our conversation goes on, we had a couple of sessions and he told me that he was rejected from a company, and instead of being super sad about it, he stayed connected with the hiring manager of the team. He has been checking in with the manager once in a while, maybe once every couple of weeks, just to say hi and also ask some genuine questions about this industry. And this way of staying in contact with the manager essentially gave him a good opportunity when the hiring manager's client is looking for a position. And the hiring manager who previously rejected him essentially referred him to his client for this opening. So these light touches don't take much time, but they do really help the other person to have you in mind. Even though rejections are technically no for one specific role that you apply to, but you can still get opportunities out of these rejections. Next thing you should do if you want to land a role in 2023 is to have no victim mindset. So based on my observation for majority of my students, some of them, they have this mindset. Whenever there's a rejection or whenever there's something that didn't go in their favor, they feel like they're the victim. They feel like these bad things happen to them. And they complain about what happened to them rather than doing some actions about what happened. So for example, one student actually complained that, one connection didn't go through, another connection did go through, but the other person was not helpful. He really complained about this whole scenario rather than trying to find out potential ways to make this person talk more, or maybe reflecting about, himself, what he could improve. If you keep having this victim mindset of being quite passive of what happens to you in life in your application process, then this is going to massively stop you and prevent you from getting the success you need in your career and as well in general in your life. And the next important thing I learned from my student, again, is clarity is key. We often underestimated the importance of having the clarity in your career. And one of the biggest feedback I received from my students, they realized they move much faster once they knew which role or which type of company they should go after. And this is because they have the confidence in the application process. They would trust the process more once they know where they are heading into. And they also believe themselves more because they know that this is the role that matches the best for their interest and strength. And they will have more competitive edge over other candidates. Again, before you apply, make sure you pick one or two roles to focus on. Make sure these roles are the best for your interest and it's something that generally uses your skills and your background. At the end of this video, I want to make sure that this is not a 2023 prediction video, but rather this is a trial and error, something that has been actually tested and are proven to work from the past year. I am so excited that you stay till the end of this video with me. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you check out my other videos about how to land your full-time job, as well as I have a training that you can watch anytime to learn what are the frameworks that you should take in order to land your dream internship or your dream job in 2023. With that, I will see you in the next video.